Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata no Sahai is still my name. And this morning we are going to be discussing enemies of employee engagement. Enemies of employee engagement. Now, employee engagement is the heartfelt involvement and enthusiastic commitment of employees to their work. I'll take it again. Maybe you want to write it down. First of all, the topic is enemies of employee engagement. Employee engagement is the heartfelt involvement and enthusiastic commitment of employees to their work. Now, this goes beyond the employee just clocking in at the right time. It further transcends into the employee loving his job. It further transcends into the employee, caring about the organization and projecting the organization he or she works for in a positive way. Employee engagement makes employees to give their best to the job. It even makes some of them to get into this flow situation, the situation whereby, the employee is so absorbed in his job, so absorbed in his work, that he doesn't even know it is closing hour. He doesn't know time just passes by because of that enthusiastic commitment, because of that passionate involvement, because of that heartfelt involvement, that he just put into that work. And that brings a lot of benefit for the organization. You will see that when an organization has well-engaged employees, the organization will always enjoy increased profitability. Profits will always be increasing. And such organization also will enjoy the benefit of having loyal customers. Why? Engaged employees, people with heartfelt involvement, people with enthusiastic commitment, to the organization are the ones interfacing with customers. They will dispense the best of customer service to these customers. They will give beyond just giving the customer quality product. They will further add that human finance that will make the customer to want to come back for repeated patronage. This is so key. And then organizations with well-engaged employees, will likely not have high employee turnover. They have people that are fully involved. They have people that are enthusiastically committed. They have people that love the organization. And these people will want to stay with them. So the issue of having high employee turnover, people wanting to resign and leave the job is, very, very low. That is what organization stands to enjoy. And so that is why it is very important that organizations do everything possible to stimulate employee engagement, to invest in employee engagement because of the profound benefit they stand to enjoy, just like the three I've enumerated: increased profitability, increase customers' loyalty, and reduce employee turnover. But there are some things in the system that may happen that will fight against employee engagement. And that is why the topic is enemies of employee engagement. The first enemy of employee engagement is lack of job resources and work tools. Lack of job resources and work tools. Jesus said, to whom much is given, much is expected. Now, another way of flipping this is to say, to whom much is expected, much should be given. Now, you want high-level performance from your people. If you want them to actually deliver on that high-level performance and be well engaged in that job, you need to give them job resources and work tools. When that is lacking and you are putting high demand on performance, you are putting demand on them to deliver, it's going to lead to the employees being stressed out, and at the end of the day, they will not be well engaged. A case study is the Nigerian hospitals. Most of government-owned hospitals in Nigeria are places whereby you see that job resources and work tools are very low. And you now see a situation where many of these medical personnel are not well engaged because of lack of job resources and work tools. So do everything possible, like I said, to whom much is expected, much should be given. Do everything possible to see that you provide the needed work resources, the needed job resources and work tools that will help your employees to be well engaged. Now, let me recall the definition of employee engagement. Employee engagement is a heartfelt involvement and enthusiastic commitment of employees to their work. It's having the needed job resources and work tools goes a long way to see that employee engagement is upheld and promoted in the organization. The second enemy of employee engagement is micromanaging, a situation whereby there is unhealthy supervision of employees. You have taught them what to do, you have coached them, you have mentored them. You know, sometimes, or what you need to do is to leave them and let them practice what they have been taught, so that will build confidence, confidence in them, build healthy self-esteem in them, and then even in your absence, they will be able to deliver on the job. There are some bosses, there are some managers, they will want the employee to always touch base with them on every decision, on every action. This is over micromanaging. This is unhealthy supervision. And what this will result to is that it will make the employee not to have that self-confidence, to make the employee to lack that self-esteem, that is needed to always be well engaged in the job. And do you know that one day you may not be around? There may be no opportunity for the employee to touch base with you on the need to make an emergency decision on an urgent issue. And if the employee decides to wait because of lack of self-confidence, opportunity that needs to be taken advantage of may be lost. So micromanaging is an enemy of employee engagement. The third one is lack of teamwork. Lack of teamwork. It only takes teamwork for dreams to work. And for teamwork to be well rippled and resonated in the entire team, the boss, the team leader, needs to model teamwork. The best way to drive team culture in any system is for you, the team leader, to be an example of a team player. When I do trainings along this direction across organizations and institutions, both public and private, in the public and private sector, I always tell the participant, the audience, that if anybody walks into your department, walks into the organization, and they ask, who is the best team player here? How should point to the team leader? The team leader should have, a team culture disposition that positively ripple around the entire system, that positively resonate around the entire team. They should model teamwork before the people so that, that team culture will be driven. It is teamwork that aligns employees with the vision and the mission of the organization, and that will make them to be well engaged. But if it is lacking, it is going to negatively impact on employee engagement. The fourth one is absence of growth opportunity. Nothing resonates motivation in employees when they know that this place gives them opportunity to learn and to grow. If that is lacking, employees may start asking themselves some questions like, what am I doing here? What am I gaining from working in this place? And in the process of having that internal dialogue, the employee is going to disengage from work. There will be no employee engagement. The employee will disengage intellectually. The employee will even disengage emotionally. There will no longer be, this creativity and passion in the work. He just does the work, with this average approach. No, extra commitment. Now, the fifth one is lack of reward for going the extra mile. Lack of reward for going the extra mile. When team members or employees of an organization knows that for every extra effort they put into the work, there will always be this extra reward, it will go a long way to make them to be well engaged. Somebody did something that brought extraordinary result, extraordinary profit. It's the good of the organization towards driving employee engagement for that extra effort, for that extra commitment that resulted to that extraordinary profit or extraordinary output. It is for the good of the system for such efforts to be rewarded. Now, when other team members or other employees see that this has been done, it will motivate them, because they know that when they also bring in extra mile, they put in extra mile effort that will result to extra mile output, they know they will also be rewarded. And so at the end of the day, the system is getting better. Employee engagement is a heartfelt involvement and enthusiastic commitment of employees to work, whereby they don't only just clock in at the right time, but they also care about the job. They love the organization they work with. They project the organization, they work with in a positive way, and they want to continue to stay with that organization towards continuously giving their best for the advancement of the system, because they know that the growth of the organization is also their own growth. I believe that lots of value have been added to you today. even in this, wonderful Wednesday. And it's very important you reach me. That is why my phone numbers have been on the screen, so that we can have that amazing session to build the capacity of your people, drive employee engagement, see that things are moved from point A through Z to Z, take you to the next level of growth. My number is 080-6686-5060. The second one is there, is 080-529-29120. Calling from outside Nigeria, for those of you that are working, living outside Nigeria, you want to reach me, just add the country code, +234 8066865060, +234 80-529-29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still remain the amiable Ino Agata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed.
All right, thank you.